Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. See what my shirt says? It says, Fear God. Okay, fear God. The problem is, you do not fear the one true God. You don't even fear the law because, for one thing, the law is so stupid when it comes right down to it. They'd rather shoot and kill an unarmed black pastor because he's big and black and he looked like he was one big bad dude, as a helicopter pilot put it. Jesus said in the last days, in Matthew 24, in Matthew 24, and because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. Because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But before that, in 9, it says, then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. See, a lot of people say, well, there's a difference between tribulation and the Great Tribulation. Tribulation is tribulation. It means pressure. People are put under pressure for being Christian. Lawlessness is abounding. Therefore, authorities do not love and respect us as citizens anymore. They'd rather, oh, you know, he's a big black man, so therefore he's a no good for nothing, you know, person, and he deserves to be shot and killed. I had an officer, a young deputy here the other night when I was reporting about all these phone calls, and now I got 28 text messages after I turned my cell phone on. 28 text messages. And of course they're all from a different phone number. Then, no, wait a minute, it's not a different phone number. I thought you blocked this number.
I did.
Well, how are they getting through?
Don't ask me.
And again, at the end, they said they hate me. 28 little teeny text messages. I hate you. I hate you now. Call me all kinds of names. I'm hated for Jesus Christ's namesake. That number is supposed to be blocked on my cell phone, but somehow they had the technology to unblock it. They have the technology to unblock it. It also says in Luke 21, let me find it here. You will be betrayed even by parents and brothers, relatives, and friends, and they will put some of you to death. You will be hated by for all my name's sake. The thing is, people, I'm hated by somebody that's constantly been calling me on my home phone and texting me on my cell phone, calling me and texting me on my cell phone, saying that they hate me. We blocked the number, but somehow they're still getting through with a number that they're using technology to the problem is authorities, they have the technology if they want to do something about this, but it seems like they don't want to. The one I was going to say, the one deputy, young deputy that was here the other night, he said, "Don't give up the faith, keep fighting." And yesterday another deputy showed up, and an police officer showed up. And of course that deputy was saying, "Well, if you don't want people to do things like this, then don't put your information out there on the internet, because they have the right to respond." Not like this. Not harassing me. They have the right to say things, but not harassing me and threatening me. They don't have the right to do that. And I have the right to preach anywhere, in the streets, and on the internet. And if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm carrying my cross. I am dying daily for Jesus Christ. You might hate me for it, but the gospel is the gospel. Whether it's from Genesis all the way through Revelation, it's still the gospel. And God hates a sinner. The sin, excuse me. He loves the sinner. He hates the sin. He hates the sin. He hates your sins. He will not put up with your sins very much longer. And the sins of this nation that our leaders are allowing to happen, this nation will crumble because of lawlessness. Because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. There are some officers that love and respect ministers. Then there's officers that would care less. Those kind of officers are the bad apples. Because they think lots of times that badge and that uniform and that gun and everything that they put on means that they're the law. No, the law is what is written down in the books. And lots of times I don't think they even know what the law really means. I have the fundamental right to preach. In season and out of season. And right now it is in season to be preaching this kind of message. And then that little short bald-headed police officer that was here asked me what I preach. I told him end-time prophecy and things that's happening in the world and things that's been happening to me. And he asked me, "Do you preach about UFOs?" I'm like, "No, I don't preach about UFOs." Gee whizzers. How stupid a lot of these law enforcement officers are. God have mercy on their souls. And that the chief of police doesn't take a hold of that little officer and tell him to straighten up and stop putting a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ down. Then maybe we need a new police department. And maybe we need a new sheriff. If a lot of these deputies are going to be coming around here and saying, you need to stop. Well, you know what? I don't need to stop. I need to keep on preaching. In season and out of season. Whether they like it or not. And whether you like it or not. God have mercy on your souls. God bless you. Have a blessed day.